Hey there, it's Jody. It's been a moment since my last garden tour, so it's about time to see what's happened in this 500 square foot garden since December 2022. It's December and the weather has been ranging from 20 to 30 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 10 degrees cooler than in previous years. The polytunnel hasn't been staying warm enough for the tropical plants or the pepper plants. I moved these plants into the basement when the temperatures reached 20 degrees Fahrenheit. Due to snowfall, I also had to cover leafy greens, African daisies, and artichoke plants. I also requested a truckload delivery of mulch. I've got all types of ways I'll use it, so I'll be sure to share that in a future video. It's January, and the garden has been through high winds, rain, and snow. The soil is getting compacted and depleted of nutrients, but I'm holding off on getting some fresh organic matter until early spring. The greenhouse has been destroyed by the heavy winds, so there's another investment I'll need to make this year. Speaking of shelters for plants, the papaya and banana plants couldn't take the cold weather extremes, but at least the hibiscus and pepper plants made it in the polytunnel. I'm starting to wonder if I really want to do tropical plants within my region, because if the weather can go from 20 Fahrenheit to 110 Fahrenheit, I'm not sure I want to invest in the time or even the worry to have tropical plants. It's February, and the garden has some days with full spring, allowing me some time to work outdoors to prepare for the spring garden. In fact, I created a video of the 12 steps I used to prepare the garden, so be sure to check that video out. The link is in the description. I have been able to work in some organic matter into the soil and remove weeds, along with sowing seeds indoors. As for harvest, I've had a variety of lettuce, spinach, and kale. Most of the broccoli has been harvested, so I'm waiting on the side shoots for a small harvest in the next month. I already have some recipes planned, such as broccoli cheddar soup, bacon broccoli salad, stir fry, and broccoli beef. It's March, and the garden is about 3 weeks behind as the weather has still been too cold for the tender plants to go outside. There has been one plant that did take me by surprise. I planted borage last October, and it's self-seeded in this pot and another pot nearby. I finally moved the 2 pots of borage outside to attract some pollinators, such as bees, butterflies, and hummingbirds. Borage is known to be tolerant of cool and hot temperatures, but it just can't handle frost, so it makes sense that it did great in the polytunnel during those weather extremes. I would have never considered overwintering these plants, and I will certainly do it for years to come. As for the other plants that survived the polytunnel, the hibiscus, calabracoa, and the pepper plants made it through the cold weather. I also moved some baby seedlings, such as peppers and tomatoes and lemongrass, into the polytunnel, and they're doing great for the 40-degree Fahrenheit weather. I also planted some seed potatoes and replaced the water filters. These water filters have been incredibly helpful over the years, and I replace them every year to reduce chlorine and metals while using the water hose. But thanks to the heavy rains, I have also been able to use the rainwater. Ryan and I are rebuilding the greenhouse, so be sure to see the finished project in a future video. So there's what happened since the last garden tour. Be sure to check out a video about the greenhouse and the April garden tour. I'll see you next time.